Welcome here to beautiful Boston. This is a great venue that we have. You know, back when I was in school, I wrote a program. It was an elevator dispatch optimization program, and I thought that was complex. But you know, trying to get the elevators here in this hotel, and you push the button, and you try to figure out where you're supposed to go. But this is great. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be your host for the next 2 days for our premier customer event, the 3DEXPERIENCE Forum. So we're kicking that off right now. So by show of hands, who was here yesterday for our Megatrend event, Science in the Age of Experience? That's a large portion. I see a lot of hands going up. Wasn't that fantastic? Right? Oh, man. So, you know, I'm sitting there, and it's just mind blown, right? Where do you get the opportunity to hear from a Nobel laureate? So it really, you know, brings home the fact that Dassault Systèmes is truly a scientific company. And they had a great session in the afternoon, and I really felt that that last session that Reza led was, you know, sponsored by Cyberdyne Systems, because I think they're going to take over the world. So we're going to move right along here. I encourage you to participate in the social aspect. So we have a special hashtag 3DEXPERIENCE. So if you're going to tweet, you're going to take pictures and you know, talk about the event, please use the hashtag 3DEXPERIENCE. So this is a bit of a milestone for me. I am coming right up on 1 year being at Dassault Systèmes. And it's been a fantastic year for me. I have learned so much from you, our customers, our employees. It's just been a fantastic experience. So I want to thank Bruno and Bernard for giving me this opportunity. But during the course of this year, I've been traveling extensively. It has really been fascinating to see you and what you're doing with the platform, the innovations that you're making, the breakthroughs. I've also been visiting our sites. We have 43 Dassault Systèmes locations in North America alone. And I've tried to get to as many of them as I can. But we're adding more just about every day. And during this past year, we completed the acquisitions of EXA Corporation, Nomagic Corporation, Opera FEA, and just recently, we announced the acquisition, our intent to acquire Centric Software. So we're adding to the portfolio. We're expanding our capabilities. We are fulfilling on the strategy. And so we'll have a lot more pictures over the course of the next year, adding more employees and locations. I also want to thank the marketing team for choosing Boston as the location. If you see all of these pictures, this is probably the shortest commute I've had to an event all year. So thanks for that. As I've traveled, I've seen some of the amazing advances that you guys have been making. You know, our industry giants like Boeing, Procter & Gamble, and Honda, and they've all selected the 3DEXPERIENCE platform to create new experiences for their customers, which is most of us. You know, probably flew in a Boeing aircraft to get here. So, you know, every time I get on an airplane, I trust this software with my life. So the logos behind me, this is just a sample of the organizations that have selected the 3DEXPERIENCE platform to accelerate their businesses. But it's not just the established industry giants. It's also the new innovators that are disrupting their industries, folks like Tesla and Joby Aviation and many more. And they're transforming their industries, and they're truly enjoying the industry renaissance. And for companies like these that embrace digitalization, they embrace disruption, and they embrace the opportunity, the rewards are fantastic. So our theme for this conference is Beyond Digitalization, the industry renaissance. But what do we mean by that? You know, digitalization is everywhere. It's a given. There are very few processes being created today that rely on paper documents. You know, in today's world, there's an app for everything, even drinking virtual beer. You guys remember that from last year? The virtual beer app. That was fun. So, but thinking about how you got here, you probably didn't have a paper boarding pass. Most people are getting their boarding passes on their phone these days. And while you were on the plane, you were probably able to read and edit documents residing in the cloud. And, most planes are equipped with Wi-Fi now. And, my folks hate that because they thought they would get 3 or 4 hours away from me, but I'm Skyping with them on the plane using the Wi-Fi now. That's a digital innovation. You probably took an Uber or a Lyft from the airport. So this is what digitalization has enabled. You now live a digital life. And digitalization is more than just your digital life. It is a business imperative. Last month, the World Economic Forum said in their digital transformation report, to succeed in the digital era, companies will need to become digital enterprises, rethinking every aspect of their business. So if you're here in this audience today, you have already begun the process. I know you're seeking to automate and streamline your business processes. Maybe you're investing in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Or maybe you're trying to figure out how to keep your mission-critical information from drowning in that data lake you've created. But now you need to move to the next level. You need to go beyond digitalization. You need to get there fast because markets and competitors are changing fast. Technology is changing faster and impacting businesses at an unprecedented rate. So we've created a video to illustrate that. So let's take a look. Let's roll the video. Wow, I feel dizzy after watching that video, but it really illustrates the breathtaking pace of innovation that all of you here are generating in the industry and the world today. But what does that change mean for today's companies? For some, there will be a renaissance. For others, there'll be the dark ages. How do you make sure you survive? Game of Thrones, right? There'll be a dragon comes down. But if you're like most senior executives, which many of you are here in the audience, you want to understand how digitalization can improve your processes and give you the competitive edge. Digitalization enables you to have visibility and control of your business processes from ideation to creation. Implemented correctly, a digitalization strategy can help you address some vexing questions. Like one, how can I reduce the friction between departments and break down the silos between, let's say, marketing, sales, R&D, design, and engineering? Intellectual property needs to be shared across the enterprise to enable innovation and reduce redundancy. Two, how do I make better, smarter products? And three, and this is really important, how do I make sure that I'm not just producing products, but I'm giving my customers an experience that they truly desire? As you'll learn over the next 2 days, the 3DEXPERIENCE platform addresses these issues and much, much more. We've been working on this for over a decade. We predicted the shift to the digital enterprise and the experience economy and created the platform to help you improve productivity, profitability, and competitiveness. So let's discuss the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. Every so often, there's a breakthrough in technology that fundamentally changes the way we do business, and sometimes how we live. You can envision most recently the onslaught of the smartphone. How about ubiquitous Wi-Fi in the cloud and digital streaming? Who goes to the store and rents DVDs and VHS cassettes? Nobody. Each of these technologies has become pervasive and have had a profound impact on how we conduct our lives. Some of these innovations are subtle, but some of these have produced tectonic shifts. We believe that the advent of the platform and its ability to enable true digitalization is one of those shifts. The platform democratizes data and puts everyone on the same page. The platform is an operating system for the enterprise, an integrated environment that lets all your corporate disciplines, marketing, engineering, design, manufacturing, work together in real time with full context using the same underlying data model. A single source of the truth that implements continuous 3D digital processes and addresses the entire life cycle of an experience, including requirements, systems of systems architecture models, functional, logical, and physical 3D modeling simulation. And in essence, it closes the gap between the virtual and the real worlds to zero. So let me give you an example. What happens, you think, when a consumer products company changes the formulation of one of its products? Well, that formulation change cascades into changes in product manufacturing, labeling, packaging, shipping, marketing, how you put the product on the retail store shelves. So each of these functions that we just talked about are probably in a different department within the organization, but they're all interrelated. How does the scientist at the front end changing the formulation know that that change might result in higher manufacturing and shipping costs? Well, everything gets easier and more efficient when the information is shared in real time, directly with the people who need it, and the impacts are communicated in a closed loop. That is what is enabled by the platform. Using the platform, you can provide visibility to all of the right people from across your value network to quickly innovate, create, and iterate. Information extends across all functions, regardless of organizational boundaries. And the reason why we call it the 3D experience platform is because we want to start with the customer experience and work backwards. And the data you use it to join the virtual and the real worlds. Virtual models determine our capacity to invent sustainable solutions for a better future. Virtual models let us find out how a car will react to hitting a wall before a single piece of metal is printed. How will a plane handle in a storm before it ever flies? How a shopper will interact with your product before you even produce it. Or how a heart will react to a stent before a single cut is made in the operation. Using the platform, you can design and simulate in a virtual world the behavior of the most complex systems of systems. That's what makes the difference between a leader and a laggard. Change the game, change the market, or create, as Bernard Charles will discuss in a little bit, an industry renaissance. So last month, I was at the COE conference in San Diego. COE is our community of experts. It's the users of the products. And I was really particularly struck by what a customer said when talking about how they were going to capitalize on new technologies like additive manufacturing and robotics. It starts with the 3D experience platform. You know, I hear that a lot from our customers because it really does. Over the next 2 days, you will hear from customers about how the 3D experience platform has enabled them to digitalize and drive their businesses beyond digitalization. We have some excellent presentations lined up for you by GE, MG McGrath, Bell, and Arrivo. And that's just in the plenary session today. And we have much, much more coming in the breakout sessions. adoption of the platform has accelerated. We have over 3,200 customers up and running on the platform. We deliver 2 go-lives on the platform each and every week. And 1 out of 10 of those platform implementations is fully on the cloud. So that shows you how far we've come with the platform. It's a game changer. So, we've been enjoying this. Here at Dassault Systems, we have sipped the champagne, and now we want you to get a taste. And so to that end, we've leveraged the power of the platform and have delivered new services that let you enjoy the experience. We want to help you unleash the power of your existing data, consume it, and connect with it in new ways. In short, we have developed ways for you to go beyond digitalization right now. So earlier this year, we announced the 3DEXPERIENCE Marketplace. This instantiates the power of the platform and makes it available to all of you today. Marketplace leverages the power of the platform, connecting engineers and designers with manufacturing services. This enables you to extend beyond the wall of your own organization into a larger network to connect makers and service providers around the world, much as Amazon did connecting buyers and sellers of goods and services around the world. The 3DEXPERIENCE Marketplace is a public service open to everyone, whether you're a Dassault System customer yet or not. So today, the Marketplace has 2 key services: Marketplace Make and Marketplace Part Supply. Marketplace Make is a place where you can take your designs to thousands of pre-qualified partners around the world for services such as 3D printing, machining, or any combination of services, and vice versa. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. 3DEXPERIENCE Marketplace Part Supply connects users to over 600 component suppliers with a searchable library of over 30 million parts, all in one place. The Marketplace is available today. It is the largest factory in the world, ready to help you. It's easily accessible from 3ds.com, or you can go directly to the Marketplace using the URLs on the site. This is where you get out your smartphones and you take a picture of the screen and catch those URLs. So as you've seen in the Marketplace, we're able to unleash the power of the 3DEXPERIENCE platform via the cloud. And because the platform is available from the cloud, we're able to bring additional platform services into your enterprise. And we've announced 2 new services to do just that. First, social collaboration services let you start collaborating and breaking down the silos in your organization. It provides direct access to the platform, access to online communities, hundreds of experts, and online tutorials. Or you can create private communities within your own organization. The second service is called Plm Collaboration Services. This lets users who are designing or using earlier versions of CATIA, SolidWorks, other third-party offerings to have direct access to the platform with full digital continuity. PLM integration and data migration between the desktop and the cloud are all enabled via PLM Collaboration Services. Now, both of these services are part of our broader strategy we call Power By. As you move your enterprise to the platform, you can bring your legacy systems and software and go beyond digitalization. Fully enjoy the industry renaissance. So, I'm about to wrap up here, and I hope that this brief introduction has given you a sense of the power of the 3DEXPERIENCE platform and how the platform will let you innovate and create leadership in the age of experience, the 21st century renaissance. The Marketplace is available now. You've also seen how you can benefit from the platform today with new social collaboration and PLM services. So, what's it going to be? The Dark Ages or the Renaissance? So to convince you, we have some great speakers coming up. We'll hear from Craig Platt from GE, He's going to discuss GE's implementation of the platform and a global service model. Neil Meredith is here from MG McGrath. He's going to discuss how they're using the platform to accelerate their business in the AEC industry, including the building of the new U.S. Olympic Museum. And if you attended last year's forum, you remember our keynote speaker asked a key question. If you woke up tomorrow and found out that Amazon had entered your market, what would you do? Well, we have with us here distinguished speaker John Rossman, who actually launched and scaled the Amazon marketplace. He'll give us a perspective on how Amazon is able to disrupt markets and what you can learn from them. And Florence Verzelen, our Executive Vice President, Industry Solutions, Marketing and Global Affairs, will address empowering the workforce of the future.